Get those wonderful toys. I can't wait to show you my toys.
Hey everyone, this is D Hunter bringing you another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series Harley Quinn Expressions Pack. This is the third Expressions Pack they've released, and Expressions Pack is pretty much a deluxe release of a figure they've already released, coming with a ton more accessories, different heads so you make different expressions. This Harley Quinn comes with, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different heads, 9 if you count the giant fish. She comes with the 2 laughing hyenas, which I really enjoy, although they have already released them. I bet these ones are identical to the previous release, but we will find out shortly. I usually opt to open the better of the 2 paint jobs. You may notice that I have 2 of these figures in front of me. One is for my unopened collection, one is for my open collection. Let's pick which one we're going to open. Just wanted to show all of you guys the other Expressions Pack. I keep an unopened package of each of these for my complete unopened animated series collection. But just so you know, exact same size box, tons of accessories, well worth getting these packs. It kind of makes you wish you didn't get the original release, but I'm happy to have both. So I decided which one I'm going to open. This is the one that had a slightly better paint job. So let's get to it. First of all, your standard packaging. Here's backside, pretty blank, not even advertising other figures in the line. There is the Joker actually in the back, so I spoke too soon. Anyway, really one piece of tape that needs cut. And bam, it opens right. Oh, nope, we got a little more. Then she'll proceed to come right out. Nice background piece. Unfortunately, I'm definitely not saving those, or I have way too many. So look at all the accessories she comes with. Quite plentiful, if I may say so. Alright, now we have gotten her out of the packaging. You can see most of her accessories from this angle, but I will go over them one by one and then move them out of the way and go over the figure next. So I believe she has 9 different heads. I'm going to be leaving the civilian head on her for now, but some of the other heads have really, really nice different expressions. So first of all, we've got the stand. This is different than your traditional Batman the Animated Series stand. For those of you that use all of your stands to display your figures, this will probably annoy you, as it will break the consistency of the display. Me personally, I despise action figure stands. I throw all mine into a large box, never to be seen again, so this doesn't bother me at all. In fact, this probably is better for a person like me. It can be used for any figure, but I do understand some people will be displeased by that. Next on the agenda, we've got a utility belt. I honestly don't remember her using a utility belt in an episode, but so be it, kind of cool. We have next got a bazooka that I see here's the handle at the bottom, and it holds a boxing glove inside and can shoot off at a figure. Pretty nice Joker accessory, of course Harley Quinn, but for Joker-esque accessory. Next, a little bottle of, I don't know, perfume or something along those lines. I honestly don't know exactly which episode this is from, and doesn't really scream Joker or Harley Quinn to me. Next, she came with 2 pairs of roller skates. Cool, but whatever. She came with a total of 6 hands, 2 of which are open hands, 1 red, 1 black. 2 of which are gun-wielding hands, 1 red, 1 black, and then 2 of which are fists Once again, one red, one black. I personally don't really like all these extra hands. I mean, it's nice to have options, but I usually just pick which hands I want the figure to have, which I chose. Her right hand to be a red gun-wielding hand, and her left hand to be a black open hand. And the rest of these hands I will just throw in my action figure parts fodder bin. There are quite a bit of hands in there, as I'm sure you can imagine. The heads probably will end up going there as well. I will keep her civilian head on this body since I have the other Harley Quinn released, and it will have a normal head, and I can always swap out one of these heads if I feel the need to. Next we've got a Joker cane type of thing. Pretty cool. It will go in my Joker base. Then we've got a little pistol. What's cool about this is that it comes with some smoke discharge as if she had just fired. Although it looks like the bullet is going in a crazy haywire position, but it's a pretty cool little complement to the pistol. Now we've got the two hyenas. I don't know if they have names or not. They are a little bit different from each other. One has an open mouth and one does not. I decided to pull out the previous hyenas, and they do appear to be quite a bit identical. Let's just take a look here. Yep, I don't see any difference. I mean, a slight different shade of paint, but that's just a little variation of the factory. So they are not different from the previous release, which is a little bit disappointing for me. I'm definitely happy to have them. I do prefer the DC Universe Classic sort of standard version that I am substituting in for them. But these are nice to have an actual official release of these guys. But don't think they're going to be different from the previous release that came with. Honestly, I don't remember if it was Harley or Joker. I think it was actually Joker from the new Batman Adventures, but I could be wrong. Now for the heads. So we've got her civilian head. She looks decent. I mean, everyone likes a Harleen Quinzel doctor. All the different expressions that she comes with, I'm not even going to try to attempt to speak to each one, but you can see them for yourselves. And of course, the giant fish head. Joker put it on her for about 3 seconds in the episode, The Laughing Fish. He said she could be his mermaid, and bam, started laughing at her with this on. It's absolutely ridiculous. That is kind of the cool part about it, though. So this figure here is very difficult to stand. That is one thing I don't like about the Batman Animated Series figures, is they love to fall over, shelf dive, and sometimes break parts off. Setting her down, do enjoy this civilian head. Let's see if we can't. It's, you know, looks pretty decent. Here's her compared to the other civilian Harley they have released in the past. Very much like both these figures. Now, just so you guys can see what it looks like, and I can't imagine it's even possible to stand her up with this, but this head does actually connect. You know what? First try, she stood up just fine. Looks absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, looks absolutely ridiculous, but that is pretty much kind of the beauty and fun about it. It actually has a spot where you can fit the ball joint inside of, and it's sort of a functioning headpiece. Now I'm going to pop on a regular Harley Quinn head here. Very easy to swap them out. Bam, done deal. Like I said, kind of difficult to stand. So, as far as height goes, this figure is on the smaller scale of things, which I personally don't particularly like, but my love of the anime series forces me to buy these figures. But this figure is standing considerably less than 6 inches. It looks like it's less than 5.5 here. Looking at 5.25 inches or so. It is consistent with the other animated series figures, and Harley herself is a little bit smaller. Let me see if I can find the old releases and compare her to them. So I dug out all the other animated Harley figures that they have made. From left to right, left is the very first one they released. DC, or Batman Animated Series, Harley Quinn. The next one is Mad Love 2-Pack Harley Quinn. You want to go for a ride on my Harley? I'm sure you guys all know what I'm talking about. Next one is the Expressions Pack, Batman the Animated Series Harley. She is truly identical to the first Harley. The head she comes with, the default head, I believe, is identical to the other one. Yeah, that is correct. And then last but not least, we have the new Batman Adventures Harley Quinn. Pretty much identical as well. There's some very slight differences. Well, now let's go over the articulation scheme. There's really nothing special to report here. Head on a sort of ball joint, goes around, looks down, not very far, looks up. About that far. She's got ball jointed shoulders. They only go up about that far without pushing it very hard. Elbows go up and down. They also go around, but boy, that joint is so thin. Honestly, I feel like this one's stuck. I don't want to move it. It does not move right now. I'm going to have to heat that up to try to fix that one. I did have to heat up her body to switch her hands. I feel like they were going to break when I was trying to switch them. This one here honestly doesn't feel... Okay, it's moving. It's very tight, though. My Expressions Pack Joker, when I swapped out his hands, the first thing that happened is it broke his hand with the peg that broke off, so I couldn't even use the other hands anymore, so it broke off inside of the wrist joint. That was very annoying, effectively kind of making him unswappable. No waist articulation. Her thighs go out about that far. Oh wow, pretty interesting. Legs go forward that much, back that much. She's got single knees about that far back. And then she's got, I don't even know, I guess this kind of move to the side, I don't want to move it all the way around. It might work. So thin, so fragile feeling. Kind of annoyed about this arm. I want to mess with it so bad, but no, it's going to break. I'll have to heat that up and see what happens. Possibly break it and glue it. I really hope not, but, you know, things happen. Now here is a shot of all of my 6 and 7 inch Harley Quinn figures. Let me tell you, it was really frustrating getting them all to stand on here. It took a lot longer than I'd anticipated. I have the majority of all releases from different companies such as Mattel, DC Direct, DC Collectibles, Mafex, Figure Arts, NECA, and what is that, Yamato? I can't remember what that last statuesque one is. Big Harley Quinn fan, big Batman fan. Now earlier I'd mentioned that I prefer my comic style Laughing Hyenas versus these animated ones. That is factually accurate. They go very well with the more realistic looking figures, DC Direct, DC Collectibles, Multiverse, etc., etc. I do very much so enjoy the animated ones, but since I've had these other ones for years, I've grown pretty attached to them. Here is Harley Quinn in her apartment. You can see lots of various Harley Quinn accessories. Got a funhouse mirror, some stools, got a little makeup stand with a little stool thing for her, got a Harley Quinn background, some stands, little wardrobe area for her, her bed, more makeup or mirror areas. And then, just since we're on the subject of Harley Quinn, here is my Harley Quinn gang from the Arkham games, either whether it be Harley Quinn's Revenge, Arkham City DLC, or Arkham Knight. She had a similar gang. You can see the tightened up thug in the background, some custom thugs. Overall, this is a pretty decent figure. I would recommend it if you are into the animated series figures, and I know a lot of people are hardcore into them. Especially if you missed either the previous Harley Quinn releases, she is worth getting. If you got either one of the previous releases, it's really just up to you. Depends on how bad you want the accessories. I bought this figure at dcbservice.com for $34 each. That is 33% off the suggested retail price, which I do not know how much it is off the top of my head. I'm assuming about $45 plus. Like I said, just depends on how bad you want the accessories. If you missed the initial release, I suggest you get this one. Comment below if there's anything I can do to make this video better, or anything that you did not like in it. If there's anything you want me to add, I can always add a little scene, I think, so just let me know. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon.